And so begins the 4-part video. Yeah, I managed to split this up in like 4 parts. Originally, fun fact, this was originally 1 hour long, and that's only because the beginning bits were just me screwing around. Because I'd started this in Lumbridge, and then had to walk the entire way from Lumbridge to the clan camp right at the exit of Falador. So that was pretty much across the map, and it was proven by Excel that it takes a full 30 minutes to get from the one port to the other port running. And this was half run, half walk, plus screwing around, so as you can imagine, turned it into about a solid hour's worth of footage, and well, about like 7 gigs worth of storage space it took. Anyway, this is just me screwing around trying to kill this one guy. Actually, no, not this one guy, it's a highwayman. Purely because he'd attacked me at the very beginning of this, but what you missed was I got this cape. That's all you really missed. That and some audio, because there was a Skype conversation going on in the background. I had to get rid of that because the amount of lag it took. Anyway, this was recorded back during the Halloween event, so this is really old footage. The only reason I had this here is just for mostly just the sake of documenting the fact that it happened and was kind of cool, and the music was pretty alright. I don't know if I should really go into detail, given how old this video is, by a couple months, and the fact that the event's already stopped. I was going to spoil some rewards just then, but nah, I'm not going to. I'm not that mean. Sorry. Minor cold here. Yeah, anyway. What he'd just given me there was the DeathCon lanyard. That allows you to go to DeathCon through that clan camp portal. Basically what they've done is replaced the old Halloween event portal to Death's Mansion with the clan camp portal, probably for the sake of space and usage. Anyway, that guy I was just talking to was it's either Fred or Bill, but I think it's Bill, the 5th horseman of the Horseman clan. Yeah, you know, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, war, death, famine, and pestilence. I think it's pestilence. It's either pestilence or disease, but I think it's pestilence with this. And to found it, they needed Bill there. So, yeah, it's sort of like a juxtaposition, I think is the word I need there. And oh yeah, also red portal. Yeah, it's a pretty grim, dark looking place here. Anyway, they basically have a few more, like Beauty the statue, who you will see in a few minutes. Not really a few minutes, more like in the next couple of seconds. And lag, someone talking. Again, there's not much to commentate on, given that this is an RS quest through. Anyway, to begin your first task, the easiest... Anyway, on topic. To begin your first task, the easiest thing to do is to simply walk up and talk to this statue named Beauty. I think it's Beauty. I'm sorry, I cannot read any of the text on the screen in Movie Maker, which is sad to say. So, what you do is talk to her. She's Spanish, so you see the word señor a lot, but in retrospect, it does really seem pointless to talk about how you're supposed to do certain things, given how old this is. Again, I've only just gotten off my lazy ass and done this. Anyway, you talk to her you chat her up for a bit, and what she'll want you to do is put 5 statues of the 5 founders, or not really the founders, but as much as their favorite creature. So you're supposed to put those 5 statues surrounding the entrance portal. Death has one he likes. Each one has one particular creature that they favor. You'll see that in the dialogue options, only because there is no sound, because I've had to mute it because of how off-sync it is. I'm trying to remember which creatures they were, but it seems kind of pointless. Anyway, they give you some semi-easy hints on this. your easiest option is to go through from top to bottom of the list. You'll get hints along the way, tiny hints. I've forgotten the hints entirely because, again, this was back in October. So, whatever. Why I'm still like putting this out here? Because it was a quest. A holiday quest, no less, so you don't really get any quest points for it. Because that would be a really cheap way of getting quest points, and the fact that you would have to leave it up, the holiday event up, all the time. And the thing about these holiday events is they only come around once a year, and each one is different, so you'll never get the same reward twice, except for the emotes. And even then you won't get the same emote twice, because you will... If you fail to get any emotes from the previous one, you can get it the next holiday event that comes around. Here we are, the dialogue options of who we get to choose, I think it was. I have to ask my friend Chad there, Mr. Riverthorn1, who I frequently get pissed at, and same with Grayson, or Graystorm100 rather. Yeah. That was a mistake to say. I apologize to both of y'all. And the viewing audience for subjecting you to that, like, bit of stupid ramble there that comes out of my mouth. One moment. Oops, sorry. Something told me the mic wasn't close enough, and it kind of wasn't. I'm used to having this at the very bottom of my field of vision. IRL field of vision, rather. Vision. Sorry, I can't speak because I don't know what I was going to go with there. Input level. One moment. Sorry, this must be really uncomfortable for you people because you're subjected to the audio, and it must be annoying because every time someone adjusts the mic, it's... Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. Yeah, see, this is what sucks about December. You get the chills, you get sick, and being sick kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't kind of suck, it really sucks, especially during the school year. Man, do you know, I bet a lot of people, you know what, screw it, everybody that's been to school knows how much it sucks when the work starts piling up because you missed a day because you were sick. Just the work gets piled onto you. Ugh, God. I'm thanking God this is only minor and I'm still healthy enough to do pretty much whatever. Well, yeah, pretty much whatever. I was about to say, except for heavy lifting, but whatever. I'm gonna be like one of those teens that comments and is just like, yeah, whatever, I'm such a hipster, blah, 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 blah. Those types of people you just want to smack upside the face. And funnily enough, after that, I had nothing else to say. Oh, God. Oh, man. I really need, like, a good live recording software. That way I can just roll with whatever audio during the game and have to do minimal amounts of editing. So that way, editing to only make it seem professional. Because right now, the editing done here is still extremely choppy, and in that Halloween dance floor video I did with Chad, again, it was horribly off sync, and in the edited version of that, I had to actually get my, apparently my new editor there, Graystorm100, personal friend. Personal? Sorry, thinking about that just sounds wrong. Oh boy, here we go. And in before it begins comment, and you know, just the OP is a fag, etc., etc. I should really get off the internet for like a day. Oh, so it does pick up the sounds of a pen moving. Sorry, I just got bored. At least I trimmed it down so it's not a full hour's worth of footage. But I just hope it doesn't include like the random pauses, because later on in this I did have to pause the video a couple times to plan out my next move, because regardless of how you do that, you're always going to wind up doing something different if you don't have all your moves mapped out. And that's for the last part that I do for this, because all the parts before this are much easier in comparison. And yeah, you may as well just skip talking to death, except for getting your reward. So yeah, I just spent some time screwing around with this, chatting with Chad there, and generally trying to figure out this, because with the holiday events, they're all pretty much just puzzles, usually. Except for the most recent Thanksgiving event, that wasn't really so much of a puzzle, as much as it was a fetch quest. I get the feeling with that one, they just slapped something together in like half a second and went, yeah, let's roll with it. I mean, sometimes people have a tendency of doing that, especially under pressure. But Jagex does have this reputation for being like a hit and miss with updates. Or at least in my opinion. And it's not that educated either. Anyway, the last 2 minutes of this video, I'm preparing to pause in whenever. Oh boy, this to me just seems awkward, as though, yeah, if you get the feeling that this is rushed, yeah, you're probably right, because it usually is, because I just want to get this footage off my hard drive. Secrets here, since I got to pick out my present this year, and I usually do if it's like a good one. And by good, I mean not socks, because everybody gets socks for Christmas. So when you don't get socks, you get the free option to pick what you're getting. And spoilers, I got Fallout 3 with all the expansion packs. Ooh, I'm as giddy as a schoolgirl. Is that actually the right term? As giddy as a schoolgirl? Fuck am I. I'm gonna have to set myself like a limit of maximum 20 swears per video, because I'm trying to be like, oh crap, sorry. I'm trying to set off, I should probably not speak when I'm readjusting the mic. I'm trying to put out like a small air of professionalism that I don't swear every other word, because that's just awful. And swearing does not make you look cool, but it's pretty much a habit, because once you start to swear, you do not quit, really, you don't. It takes a lot of effort for me not to at school, so I just like hold it in, pin it up, and then release it here, and it annoys my parents. Yeah, I know. There's a point in your life as a kid where you will annoy your parents at some point, and if you're a toddler, usually you will wind up annoying your parents and everybody else. I just realized how weird of a tangent that was. Just bang, out of nowhere, talking about, like, stuff that no one probably cares about, that is completely unrelated. Anyway, should put audio unrelated tags, because that's usually it. The audio is never related to the video. Anyway, last few seconds. Join us in the next part. 4, 3, 2, 1.